Hello everyone, what's up warrior students? Today I want to show you guys the build that I'm running currently in Seasons of Discovery for 200 DPS warrior that I think works the best. So I'm going to show you the runes, the talents, and then we're going to talk a little bit about rotation because everyone has Wind Fury now, and Wind Fury is the most important part of your DPS, especially on like a two-handed warrior spec. It's all about knowing how to play around Wind Fury basically, because your auto attacks and your rage are really important, and Wind Fury is basically an auto attack that also generates rage obviously. And so let's first talk about the runes. So we use Raging Blow on the chest, Consumed by Rage on the pants, and Quick Strike on the gloves. Now this seems a little bit strange to some of you, depend on your gear progression right now or your level, because there isn't really something that helps to generate rage, and instead we have a glyph that also wants us to exceed 80 rage from time to time so that we can keep up an enrage buff. But this isn't really a problem, because you just don't press any buttons until you reach that threshold of 80 rage at the start of the fight. And as soon as you have Consumed by Rage active, you get access to Raging Blow all the time, because Raging Blow can be used when you are enraged or when you have Blood Rage active. So you would start the fight with Blood Rage, that gives you the opportunity to use 2 Raging Blows, and after that you're hopefully on that 80 rage threshold. If you have Wind Fury, what you should, it's not that hard to get to 80 rage, and once you reach that point, like I said, you have a spell that you can use that is for free, and it deals 100% weapon damage. It has 8 seconds cooldown, and therefore the buff will not fall off unless you make a huge misplay. And then we want something else that we can press, because Raging Blow has 8 seconds cooldown and doesn't cost any rage, so a rage dump would be nice here. And there we have Quick Strike, a nice rage dump, an instant attack that deals like decent damage, can obviously proc Wind Fury like all your instant attacks that hit the target, and is going to be used to dump a little bit of rage so that you can keep up Consumed by Rage, because you always have to like exceed the 80 rage point. It's not enough to stay above 80 rage, you have to drop below 80 rage and then come back up above 80 rage to keep up the enrage effect. So we basically have 100% uptime of 20% increased damage. We have an 8 second instant attack that deals 100% rough weapon damage and cost of rage, and we have Quick Strike as like a filler ability that that also will... What is going on here? Okay, so we also have Quick Strike as a filler ability that we need in this build basically. Sadly I don't have any footage of me how I obtained those runes, but I will give you a Wowhead link where you can read what you have to do. It's doable solo, everything of this, even as Horde, but it can be quite a hassle and you have to be prepared to die a couple of times. But if you're willing to do that, it's just a time investment, nothing more. So that's it for the runes, and now we will talk about the talent builds that you can use. So right now I'm running this one, 5% crit, a little bit of extra attack power reduction on the Demo Shout, and 15 more attack power on the Battle Shout, which is for yourself isn't really worth it, but it adds up when you consider that to your whole group. It's I think it's really good. However, improving your Demoralizing Shout might not be a play, because the Homunculus rune from priests basically outclass anything you can do to the boss or match it. The Thunderclap effect gives a 10% attack speed reduction, which is also like your Thunderclap does. The attack power reduction is stronger than your improved version of Demoralizing Shout, which is extremely stupid. And the Thunder Armor effect is also a lot stronger then what you can do with your Thunder Armor. This is why you also most likely don't need to spam Thunder Armor at the start of the fight, because they don't stack, and yeah, therefore you have that time to exceed the 80 rage threshold if your priests are running the Homunculus Rune. So the next build that you could play that would be more beneficial to your own DPS, I'm very sure of that, is in the arms tree, and the talents you want to have are those three here. Improved Heroic Strike, because this will lower the rage cost of your Quick Strike as well, and in some situations you also want to use Heroic Strike anyways. And we have Improved Charge, so you get 6 extra rage when you charge, and this means that you get that you get your in-rage faster if you can charge at the start. And then Improved Overpower, 50% more crit. It's really good because the bosses will dodge here and there, and Overpower for 5 rage, instant weapon attack with 50% more crit is basically the strongest keybind you have available right now. And then you can also put 4 points into cruelty, so compared to this build you only lose 1% crit and like 15 attack power for yourself, but you gain like those 3 things. So the difference, if there is any, is not big. But this build has more support, especially if you combine it with like Piercing Howl, I don't know. So right now I'm going for this, but I might change it because of the Homunculus that outclass my Demoralizing Shout, which makes me kind of sad. But yeah, let's talk about the rotation, because with Wind Fury there is a catch, and you need to know this. You need to know this to be successful. Every time you get a Wind Fury proc, your swing timer will reset, and you can get Wind Fury procs by anything you do that hits the target with your melee weapon basically. It doesn't need to do damage. Thunder Armor, for example, doesn't do any damage, but it can proc Wind Fury, for example. And yeah, because your swing timer will be reset when you get the extra string from your Wind Fury, you don't really want to cast abilities shortly before your auto attack hits the target. You want to do it together with your auto attack, or basically shortly after your auto attack will be casted by your character. So the first global you do will be together with your first auto attack, and then you can do one more auto attack. It depends on your weapon speed, and then you need to wait like a second or so, but you will be in your global anyways, so you have to wait just a tiny bit before you can cast your next ability, because like I said, you don't want to cast your abilities shortly before your swing hits the target. So I will demonstrate this on this mob. I tried to. So the opener would look like this. You charge in and you use Blood Rage to immediately can start, so that you immediately can start to use Raging Blow. So first Raging Blow, and now we need to wait for the rage threshold to come up. So with the next auto attack we probably have it here, and now we use a Quick Strike and another Quick Strike. Can maybe pop our Orc Racial here, Raging Blow, Quick Strike, wait, Quick Strike with the auto attack again. So one more time on this little guy here. Charge in, auto attack, Raging Blow, Quick Strike. We had a parry haste there, I think. 2 Quick Strikes, Raging Blow, Quick Strike. And now I did a little oopsie because I didn't watch my rage. So yeah, but I think you get the idea. If you get right now I don't have Wind Fury, and sometimes I get parry hasted, so it isn't really the best showcase here. But yeah, I think you know what I mean. The thing is that your Wind Fury, like I said, will reset your auto attack swing timer, and this means that with this weapon speed you will cast 2 spells per weapon attack, right? So the first one you cast when your swing hits, and the next one you cast directly after that. When the second hit procs a Wind Fury, the swing timer will get reset, and you can just spam another ability basically. If you have the rage to support it, like you need to watch out for your enrage, you don't want it to drop. So there you have to be careful. When is a situation you want to use Heroic Strike, it's when you have too much rage and you can't cast a Quick Strike. For example, if I am at 90 rage and my next auto attack will be casted before I can use Quick Strike, because I've already casted 2 spells in this auto attack swing window. So I don't want to cast a third one because this would be the spell I used shortly before my auto attack hits, and this is something I don't want to do. In this situation, I would Q an Heroic Strike to stop the rage regeneration. Alright, one last time on Disruptor. Raging Blow, Quick Strike, Quick Strike, Quick Strike, wait, Raging Blow, Quick Strike, Quick Strike, Quick Strike, Execute. Yeah, with Execute you want to be careful. Now we pulled them up, I think we need to head out. With Execute, I don't really think you want to use it ever, unless like it's the last global of the fight, so you can dump all the rage you have left in the tank. But other than that, you don't really want to get to 0 rage, unless you're really sure that you can bring the rage back up again in time. But I don't know what gear or what crit luck you need for that. But I don't think it's realistic to hope for that. So I hope you learned something, and I will try to get some weight footage for you guys and obviously make a more detailed guide. But that's it for this video. I hope you learned something, and until the next one, stay tuned. Take care.